Hey guys, it's Matt with Tips for Truckers over here. And today this video is about the average life expectancy of a truck driver. And you read that right. It is 61 years old is the average life expectancy of a truck driver. That has got to be less than almost any job except for a logger or, deep sea fisherman or something like that. Jesus, think about that. That really sinks in because the average life expectancy in this country is 80 years old. Might be a little bit more than that. It might be 81 years old by now. With COVID, it might have gone down a little bit. But think about that, man. 20 years that you're never going to get back from your life, possibly, on average. If not significantly less. I mean, especially like if you're flatbedding or something like that. You're on top of the trailer and you fall off. I know a lot of people, well, I don't know any, but I've heard of a lot of people fell off, hit their head, and they died right there in their 30s. So it could be significantly less than 20 years, less than the average life expectancy. But guys, this might be your rude awakening that you have to eat healthy, exercise, move around, and you have to also have good mental acuity, good mental strength. Because I think I didn't look it up, but I'm sure a lot of that's suicide and I'm sure just having poor morale, having such a tough job, just the mental stress can take years off your life too. So that's something that you really got to think about. And this is a big thing that you got to think about with truck driving is, man, this is a job that's easy to get into. You make a decent amount of money, and it's not the worst lifestyle. But that's 20 years possibly of your life that you're not going to get back. So really think about this and factor this into the pay and how bad do you need this job and everything before you decide to drive a truck, or possibly decide to continue to drive a truck. Because the sad thing is, maybe you shouldn't. Is it really worth it? And a lot of that is also because people who aren't in great shape, are more likely to choose this job. But let's just be honest with each other. It's the lifestyle, it's the food. You don't have time to stop and eat a good meal. Can't exercise as much. You can, but it's very difficult compared to a regular lifestyle. The other thing that a lot of people don't think about is this job is so monotonous and it's so stressful that the problem is you're almost guaranteed to have some kind of habit, whether it be munching on chips or eating something while you're driving, smoking, drinking too much coffee, drinking soda, all that kind of stuff. It's the things, little things that add up that you do all the time, every single day. Not just like, you have one cheat meal or whatever. It's those little things that add up. But that's the problem with this job, is it's so monotonous that it's so hard not to, have these habits of just doing something with your hands, or like I said, smoking, picking up and drinking a soda, and that just you form a habit when you have such a monotonous job. And I think that's one real big thing that contributes to this short life expectancy of truck drivers. So definitely be conscious of that. You know, guys, if you're smoking, try to quit. You know, obviously we're not drinking out here, which actually makes this statistic, in my opinion, more pervasive, because think of all the people with, you know, obviously excessive drinking is bad for you. Every day, that's bad for you. But we can't be drinking every day. So think about it. We're not drinking all that, hardly, you know, any alcohol, and we still have such pervasively low life expectancy. I mean, this is something that we really need to think about, and it's really not talked that much in about the trucking industry. We talk about being unhealthy, you know, being overweight, having heart conditions, having to take blood pressure medication and all this. But what does that ultimately mean? That we're gonna, just plain and simple, we're gonna die earlier than most people, period, with all those issues. So do the best to implement a daily exercise regimen, eat healthy and all this stuff. And it's like I could tell you guys to do this till the cows come home, but the fact is most of us won't, because like I said, this job is so difficult. You work a 14-hour day. At the end of the day, you don't want to exercise, whereas normally if you'd have like an 8-hour day at work or something like that, you don't mind hitting the gym or whatever. But you know, with 10 hours off, you take a shower, you get something for dinner, and then you got 8 hours of sleep. Whereas, yeah, obviously you could always work time in for exercising and all that. But let's be real, it's a major inconvenience with this job, comparatively speaking, to other jobs. So the unfortunate thing is, a lot of us just really need to look into getting a different job. If it's cutting into your health, if it's cutting into your family, you know, taking care of your family and all that, you know, you got to be around to be able to take care of your family. I don't care how much money you make. If you're not around, you're not going to be able to take care of your family. So, you know, if you're one of those types of people who you know, have had trouble having discipline to exercise after a 14-hour day or something like that, either don't get into trucking, or maybe you should look into getting out of trucking, because it's probably not worth it to shorten your life. Whereas in a different career, you may get more exercise and all that, and like I said, be more mentally stable and all that. So, God, this just really sucks to read that statistic today, man. And you know, do the best you guys can do out there. I know it's impossible to live a perfectly healthy life with this job, but do the best you can. We want you to stay around for your families and everything. So, Tips for Truckers, have a great day.